Greetings, greetings. I hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. Hopping on the live stream for the night train. Uh, Tired AF. I just got in from Fargo, North Dakota. If you're familiar with that stretch between North Dakota, St. Cloud, Minnesota, you're pretty much on 94 for all of that drive. Had some store deliveries up there today. This account is pretty tricky. I did a video today about drive stamina, mental health, and got a few response. And I'm like, hey, let me do a live stream tonight just to talk about it. If anyone is on the live anyway, feel free to tap in the chat and let us know. If you're watching this on a rewatch, let me know your views in the comments. I know a lot of drivers, they will advise you to drive 6 hours straight. Some drivers, they'll advise you to drive 8 hours straight. I don't think it is healthy. I really don't. I don't think it's necessary either. Um, do you get some loads sometime that are tight and you have to be running? Yeah. I've been on a load where I've drive 200, 220 miles straight, 250. So, that will push me. My truck runs 68, sometimes 69 miles an hour. So that pushed me 4 hours, 4.5 hours straight sometimes. And after a while driving, you will start to feel the wear and tear on your body if you continue to do that consistently. Um, I strongly advise against driving 6 hours straight. The loads can't be that tight all the time where you don't have enough time to stop, jump out for 10, 15 minutes. Let's say after 3 hours, then, if you're pushing it, you get out, you go drink some water, stretch your legs, walk around the truck, check your tires, check the trailer, just find something to do because blood circulation is real. It is a real thing. And if you don't protect your body and you don't protect your health, I don't know if you ever seen some guys in trucking, when you look at their foot, the lower part of their legs, it's swollen and stuff like that. This is because of poor blood circulation. Um, it's very easy to just sit in this truck and drive and drive and drive. And when you're done, you eat and you go in the sleeper and you go to sleep. Now, if you do that consistently, of course, you're going to have health issues. Um, and out here in the trucking world, what you are eating, it is a challenge to stay healthy and eat healthy. Even when I meal prep, if I'm out here for 2 weeks, you don't have enough food in the fridge to serve you for 2 weeks. So sometimes you're going to want to treat yourself to a meal, and you have to struggle to make the healthy choice in terms of not just going into a McDonald's or a Hardee's. Sometimes you see even the Subway, and you're thinking, oh, it's Subway. The way they store their food isn't the best sometimes. So you have to protect your health, man. You can't be chasing your wealth at the expense of your health, because later you're going to spend all your wealth trying to repair your health. I heard that quote one time and I never forget it. Um, if a trainer is telling you when you get on his truck or her truck, well, this is how I run my truck. We're going to drive for 8 hours. And a lot of people like to do this too. They want to drive for 8 hours, and then at the end of the day, that's it, or 8.5 hours, so that you don't have to do a 34-hour reset at the end of the week when you are OTR. And I get it. I understand it. But drive the 8.5 hours. But do you have to do this 8.5 hours straight? I don't think so. If you check the standard business time for the industry that we are in, I think it's like 55 miles per hour. So most of the times, if you're traveling at 55 miles per hour, you should be able to get to the shipper or the receiver on time. You don't have to drive 8 hours straight, 6 hours straight, Even if you want to drive 8.5 hours and then don't have to take a 34-hour reset at the end of the week, you could still do 3 hours, hop out, take a 10-15 minute break, check your messages. You got to stay connected if you got a family back home or something. But just for health purposes alone, and for blood circulation, if a trainer tells you when you get on their truck, hey, this is how I run my truck, you got to drive 6 hours straight. No, that's not healthy, fam. You got to speak up too and let that trainer know, listen, I respect you, but I have a problem with that. I am suggesting that after 3 hours, we take a 15-minute break. I could push another 3 hours depending on how I'm feeling, or another 4 hours if I'm feeling good. Boom, that's 7 hours right there. You know what I mean? Or you want to drive 4 hours, which I think is pushing it personally. Take a 30-minute break, stretch your legs, grab something to eat. Sometimes it's good to get out the truck and do some jumping jacks or do something, man. Man, do something. But I don't think, comment in the comment section, how long do you drive and how long do you think is driving without taking a break okay? Because I will tell you, I have to protect the students from themselves. You are driving these long hours and you're new. Your knees feel good now. Your back feels good now. But you see 1 year or 2 year into your trucking career, you will thank me. Because even 6 months of consistently driving for 5-6 hours before taking a 15-minute break or so, when you start to get out the truck, you can feel the impact that have on your knees. When you start to get up in the truck, you can feel the impact you have on your knees. After about a year, your back starts to mess with you. Your neck starts to mess with you. And then the Amazon guy start to do your job at home, or the UPS guy. No, I'm being funny because I'm a person. I try to bring humor to everything. But you have to protect your health. Don't chase the wealth at a cost of your health, and then later on in life you're using your wealth to try to take care of your health. You know what I mean? Take a break. Let me get to a few comments in the chat. Yo, Sean, what's up? I usually drive for 8 hours straight, then take my 30-minute break. After that, I have 3 hours left. Sean, 8 hours straight. Brother, when you say straight, are you saying that you just stop to pee, like you pull into a rest area and you're back at it? Because I don't think that's sustainable if you're planning to have a long trucking career. I seriously advise against it, you know? Hey, young Cridi, this is Eric. I am on day 3 of new CDL training. Love your content. Hey, respect, Eric, respect. Hey, man, let me tell you guys something. This job, and I was just talking earlier about when we meal prep and stuff like that. Just trying to eat healthy on this job is a challenge. Just trying to exercise is another challenge. So when you drive 8 hours straight at the end of the day, or you do that 11 hours at the end of the day, you eat, you go lay down in the sleeper. You do that tomorrow, you do that again, you do that again. That ripple effect, eventually it's gonna start taking a toll on your body. I have an anytime fitness membership. And even with a truck and trailer, it's a challenge to get into some of these places to work out. Now, I know where they are along my route because I'm on a dedicated account, which helps. But we have to try to stay as healthy as possible for our kids, for ourselves. And also, at the end of the day, these trucking companies, they're here before you. And if you don't take care of yourself, they will be here after you. These trucks, man, I don't know. I strongly advise against driving for 6 hours like straight. Let me see. I read some more comments. I actually had to take some time off. Back, kidneys. What the kidney? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Now, if you drink water, Sean, like how I drink water to stay hydrated, man, sometimes it's not the best thing, but I take an off ramp. I go on the exit and I take the off ramp and I have to stop to take a leak because I might not make it to a rest area or I might not make it to a truck stop because I drink so much water just so that I can stay hydrated that I might pee a little bit more often than some guys. You might not want to drink you might not want to drink too much water because you don't want to stop too often and stuff like that. Man, the loads are not that tight. And even if you get a tight load here and there, it's not like that all the time. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. It's really tough. It's really, really tough. I did not like this account when I just get it. But now I kind of like the account some more because I know where the Anytime Fitness are. I know how to set my thing up that in the morning I can get up running to the gym. I get an hour, hour and a half. If I miss 2, 3 days of workout, I can catch up. It's a challenge and you have to place emphasis on taking care of yourself. Now that's just the physical aspect of it, even mentally. You know what I mean? Driving these straight hours without the requisite breaks needed, it plays a part in your mental health as well. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just feel like, have you ever been driving and I don't want to say you're numb, but it's like you're just like, if you're not careful, like a robot, if what I'm saying, because especially when you're going on I-80 across Nebraska, going across Wyoming, man, it's good to listen to some good positive music, some ebooks. Um, if you have a friend or a family member and you have your headset on and you can chat with someone, you know, but you have to protect your mental health and you have to protect your body physically. Or else, before you know it, no offense against anybody, but you will see some drivers, their belly is just sitting on the steering wheel. Um, their legs is all swollen because of poor blood circulation. Um, in addition to the Wendy's, the Hardee's, the Subways, the what else do I see at McDonald's? And don't get me wrong, I eat some of this stuff sometimes, but it is a challenge, as I said again. You have to protect yourself, man. Thank you guys for joining me on the night train. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I'm going regional or local in January. I can't do OTR anymore, especially with Prime all 48. I thought you came to Hirschbach, Sean. You're still with Prime? One of the main reasons why I left Prime was that OTR stuff. I was running from California to New York, from California to Massachusetts, from Washington State down to Florida, north, south, east, west, all 48. I wanted a regional account. I was done with going through Colorado and Utah and up there in Flagstaff, Arizona, man. I wanted a dedicated account that I could be home more frequently and stuff like that. And you will find that once you get your experience out there, you can find some good jobs with regional accounts. So, yeah, Sean, respect, bro. There we go. Respect, brother. Yeah, when it comes to your kidney, when it comes to your back, when it comes to your knees, and stuff like that, you have to take care of yourself, man. Drink enough water, stay hydrated. Especially now in the winter time. I don't know if it's the coldness or what, but it your lips get dry, your skin get dry. You have to have lotion. You also have to have face lotion. Self care, man. I know this is a male dominant industry, but also for the females, you got to take care of yourself. But us as men, sometimes we're so rough and rugged, we don't even get a shave. We don't even this, that. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I hate spending time away from family. I was talking to someone recently. I think they were in New York. And I tell them, I said, trucking isn't hard. Trucking isn't really hard. Especially, let's face it, let's talk facts. It's an automatic truck. You know what I mean? The hardest part of this job is spending time away from family. Um, Social media does not make it any easier. Also, because let me tell you something, man. You hop on your Facebook or your Instagram or Twitter, you see your friends at birthday parties, you see people out socializing, you see weddings, you see all of that. And sometimes when you are home, these events are not happening. And let's face it, even when you get a break out of the truck and you get home, sometimes it's like you're like a truck body. You don't want to go nowhere. You just want to relax, put your feet up, and get some good quality rest. Spend that time with family at home. But social media doesn't help. Spending time away from family and friends. Let's face it, we have some good ones and we got some effed up ones too. But it is one of the hardest part of the job. What is the best gym membership to get so I can work out on the road? Hey, Eric, I personally think Anytime Fitness is all over. What's the other one? Planet Fitness, I think their membership is a little bit cheaper, or maybe a lot cheaper, but anywhere I go, I always run into an Anytime membership. And as long as I have my key fob, it could be 11 o'clock at night. Right now, it's after 11. There's an Anytime Fitness like 3 miles up the road from me. If I feel like going up there right now, I could go up there and knock out a workout. I could shower at the same spot and come back to this Love's here and get some sleep. But I'm not going to lie. I just got in from North Dakota and I'm tired, brother. I am tired. Yeah, man. But yeah, just want to talk about the driving stamina. It feels good when you build up your driving stamina and you can drive for long periods of time, especially when you have a 3,000-mile load from California going on the east side and you're like, hey, I'm going to knock 600, 700, 650, as much miles as you can. And you're like you're pressing, But you have to remember your health, and you have to remember when you do this consecutively or constantly, it builds up. You know what I mean? I was watching a video of one of my friends, No Hippie Transportation from Prime Inc. And he was saying something about new drivers, and if you want to get more miles done, it's better to drive at night because there's not a lot of vehicle on the road and stuff like that. And I agree. I agree to some extent. Also, driving at night is when your body sends signal to your brain that, hey, we need to sleep here. So if you're not that seasoned in, it can be an issue, especially when it hits the 2, 3 a.m. That's usually when the body is telling you you need to sleep. Hey, Rahman, what's up, fam? I hope you picked up your rental car. I know you were on your way to go get your truck. Send me a picture of it when you get it so I can let the gang know how it's going for you. Congratulations to you and congratulations to John. I know John got his own truck. I don't have a student right now. I'm actually student free. So, Sean, we can turn up some Vibes Cartel in our place and some Valiant. If the client not pay me, Drive gone down a St. Mary. And no student. I can make a lot of noise. Hey, who up there? Nobody. Okay. Better not be nobody. I'm a big fan of Nicki Minaj too, so I can listen to my Nicki Minaj and some Skeng, some Vibes Cartel. Yeah. Yeah, Raman. Yeah, Raman. Raman. I hope I did not butcher your name. Sean said, Thanksgiving was a blast. Jerk chicken, jerk pork, curry chicken, curry goat. Sean, why you doing that, man? Why you doing that on the live stream, man? I did not make it home for Thanksgiving. I will be home for Christmas for sure. Um, but I did have curry goat and curry shrimp in my truck. I did have rice and peas. I did make soup. Man, my soup was my soup had sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, yellow yam, corn, squash, chicken. What else was in there? Okra. Man, that soup made the boy strong. Strong back soup. So I did not make it home for Thanksgiving, but I had some food in here. So but Sean, you did not have to tell me about the jerk chicken and everything like that, man. So someone drop a comment in the live stream chat. Let me know how long you think it's okay for you to drive straight without taking a break, and I will give you my take on it. Sean says he usually do 8 hours and then take a 30-minute break and then do the next 3 hours. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Woo, that's a long time. Long time that, you know, brother. You have to protect your knees, because if you don't protect your knees, the Amazon guy is going to do your job back home. Those Amazon guys deliver some big packages when we're not home. Hey, I'm crazy. I'm crazy, man. But on a more serious note, man, we have to protect our body. We have to protect ourselves. We have to protect ourselves, guys. Hey, Raman, also, I want to tell you this. I hope you're not getting an international. I have been getting a lot of complaints recently from drivers about the international and the shaking. I don't know what's going on. But oh man, you brought me down memory lane at FedEx. You want dangerous man, you know, Sean. Dangerous man. Sean, have you been delivering packages at some homes? Man, I don't know. Whenever I order anything from FedEx or Amazon, I tell them drop it at the post office. I will come get it. I don't want no Amazon guy at my house. I don't want no FedEx guy at my house. I don't want no UPS, Uber. I don't give a crap. I'm just kidding. Hey, you gotta make fun sometime. You gotta have a sense of humor. All right. So Raman said, I've done 10 hours and 49 minutes. Is that without a break? Is that without a break? 10 hours and no, Raman. And then the thing is, I remember when I just started trucking, I was doing flatbed. I wasn't getting along with my trainer, the first guy, and I remember getting in the truck after getting a load, and I was just driving. And I think I eventually did, I think it was over 400 miles before I took like an official break. I did stop, tighten my straps, make sure the load was secure properly and stuff like that. And it felt like nothing. But if you ask me to do that now, when I get up out the truck, it's like your knees go crick, 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 crick. Have you ever gone ice fishing? and you hear the ice cracking, that's how your knees sound after a while, man. And I love to get on that treadmill and run. I love to work out, so I I don't think 10 hours is sustainable if you're planning to have a long trucking career. 3 hours, you jump out, take a 10, 15-minute break, walk around the truck, get your blood flowing through your body, blood circulation. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure your water intake is on point. When you take a leak, your urine should not be like bright yellow. That tells you that you don't have enough fluids and stuff like that. Bathroom and fuel only. Sean, crazy. My friend works for a Russian company. They try to have him run 1,000 miles a day. Wow, 1,000 miles. So that truck must not be governed. So he probably could be going at 73, 74, 75 miles per hour. So if you do 75 miles per hour times 10, that's 750. How can he do that? But I get what you're saying. If I get the gist of what you're saying. Yeah. And you see operating these things too? 80,000 pounds, tractor trailer, you're loaded. Man, you need to be ready, responsive, sharp. Your decision-making process have to be on point. There's a lot that comes into play that a lot of people don't think about while you're driving 6, 7, 8 hours straight. After a while, you're not that sharp. You know what I mean? Oh, Raman said, just to prove to myself that I could. Hey, Raman, and I've met you. You ain't no young buck. Take your time out there, protect yourself. Your family and friends need you too. Okay? I got to protect you and help you from yourself. Now you know that you could. Let's not try to do that. Okay? We're going to practice taking our breaks. I remember one night I was driving home with a student on our way from North Dakota. I won't say the name. And the student wanted to drive 265 miles straight from Jamestown, North Dakota to St. Cloud, Minnesota. And the person was feeling good. And I'm like, nope, we are stopping this truck. We are going to take a break. If it's even 10, 15 minutes, it doesn't have to be a 30-minute break. Man, you know what that student said to me after we took the break? Man, thank you. Thank you. I was so happy that we took the break. I said, I know. And I can sense fatigue in a person next to me. And not only fatigue, but I know when it's time to take a little break. It doesn't have to be a full 30. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just have to take a break. Yeah, Raman, it's good to know that you can do it. You push yourself a little bit. And sometimes, it's okay to do that. Push yourself a little bit. But we don't want to be doing that constantly. And not only constantly, but for long periods of time too. Because then you have guys like Sean that are from FedEx and the Amazon guys that they start delivering packages at the house. The Amazon guy delivering those big packages at the house, and you're wondering what's going on. Why is the van there parked that long when you check the security cam? We have to protect our knees, protect our back. Our family depend on it. Our family need us to. Our kids need us to. And I won't stop saying this. Stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water. It doesn't matter how much times you have to stop to take a leak. The loads can't be that tight where you can't stop to take a leak, stop to check some messages on your phone. You know what I mean? I mean, occasionally we will get those loads. And when we do get those loads, we do what we have to do, right? Yeah. Hey, you can tell when I don't have any student. I don't know how to act. You see, it's 11 o'clock. I'm up here on the night train with y'all. I'm talking to myself. Thank God I have you guys on YouTube because Then I know for sure I'm not that crazy, huh? But yeah, you will find that your driving stamina, it builds up over time. And if you don't catch yourself, you fall into the trap of eating, sleep, eating, sleep, eating, sleep. And I just advise against that. I mean, you guys are like family to me, so I gotta share the goods with you guys. What do I think? That's how I think. I had a guy told me the other day, oh, I stop too often. I stop too often because the way he run his truck, he'll drive 6 hours, 7 hours straight before taking a break. I said, to each his own, if that's how you feel. What problems, let me get some messages in here. What problems are the 2022 internationals having? I just talked with two drivers who says that their international is just shaking whenever they go over, I think it's 60 or 61 miles per hour. And I know a guy up in Massachusetts that took his to the terminal up there. Um, they tried fixing the problem, same problem. He took it down to East Dubuque. They've tried fixing the problem, same problem. They gave him another international. I think it was a 2022. Um, and it's not like this truck has 300,000 miles on it. No, it was low mileage, and it's the same issue. So now he's very upset. He said he doesn't feel safe, and honestly, I can't blame the guy. You're operating this thing, you need it to be running correctly. I remembered my first truck I got was a 2020, I think it was a 2020 International, but that one had, I think, almost 300,000 miles on it. If you heard me tell the story before, it broke down like 3 times before I was like, yeah, Sean, right? It broke down like 3 times. I went to East Dubuque. They told me, hey, we have a loaner truck. And it was this brand new 2022 Cascadia Freightliner. I got into this truck. I told them, hey, I'm not getting out. Can we make this work? And my dispatcher at the time, dispatch manager, she said, yes, you can keep that truck. And this one has been running great. The only thing I changed on it was the clutch. And I noticed, because I'm a trainer, when I do have students and they're backing up, sometimes they're doing this. And I'm like, slow one rev. And what they don't understand is that when you do that, it has a built-in clutch, and the clutch engages while you're doing all that. And sometimes you can smell the clutch burning. And over a period of time, that's what caused that clutch to go. But ever since that, knock on fridge. Oh shit, I done messed up the live. Do I still have you guys? I think so. Are you guys still here? Knock on fridge. This truck has been running good since. Freightliner all day. Freightliner gang. Yeah, I love this truck. We've been through some battles. We've been through snow, rain, ice, sunshine, you name it. Sean, have you driven one of the internationals before, or did you hear the same thing, or did you hear of any other problems with the international? I always like to let me see here. Yeah, I always like to drop a link for the live stream in the chat just in case anybody want to hop on and share their story, or ask any question. They tried to give me one. I said no. Okay. Are you leasing at Prime or are you a company driver over there? While I was with Prime Inc., I did company. I'm not a big fan of lease driving, uh, but I will say both Hirschbach and Prime, they have two pretty good lease programs set up. If you ask me which one I like more, I would lean towards Hirschbach lease program, especially the Trick My Truck, because at the end of the lease, you do not have any balloon payment. Um, I think for Prime Inc., they have a standard walkaway lease. I think they have a lease purchase too, as well. I need to do a checkup on that. It's been a while. Right, Sean? Are you lease purchase or a walkaway standard walkaway lease? Let's see here. Oh, you drive a Volvo. I hear that the Volvos have a lot of space inside them. I have yet to be in one of them, but I hear that the Volvos they have a lot of space. I have a friend who lives in down in Florida. He just bought a Volvo. Jamaican guy. We went to St. George's College together back in Jamaica. Cool guy. Lease. Standard. I really want to do lease purchase, but they keep shutting it down. Oh. Even the Get Your CDL program, I had a few students call me. They said they tried to get with Prime Inc., but Prime Inc. wasn't hiring at the time. I don't know what's going on if that changed. Also, if there's anyone on my live stream right now who just passed their CDL, congratulations. I spoke with two students today who failed on both occasions. I think they test out on Monday. They went back and test out on Thursday of last week, and they failed both times. But hey, don't give up. If you take the CDL test at Hirschbach and you fail, it doesn't mean that you're not a good driver. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have a successful trucking career. It just means that you need to try again. You know what I mean? Dust it off. Um, go to a trucking school or go to another company. As much as when it comes to trucking school, I think getting your CDL through a company is better because you're getting experience. You're also getting your CDL and you're getting paid during the training. While at the trucking school, you have to pay to get your CDL. You're not getting paid. And when you leave the trucking school, to get a job, they're asking you for experience anyway. If you even get your CDL at a company and you leave and you got to pay the company, the money that you got to pay the company is close to what the CDL schools are charging. Let me read some message in the chat. I really want to do a standard lease purchase, but they keep shutting it down. Got that one. If I can do lease at Hirschbach and Regional, I'll do it ASAP. I tell you what, call the lease department and ask for Garrett, and you could tell him I tell you to talk to him. He's the guy. He's the go-to guy in the lease department. Hirschbach will allow you to lease as long as you don't owe any money for their CDL school. So being that you are coming over already having your CDL, already having experience, I don't know if you ever hit me in the email, Sean, but email me. I'll give you my number and we can chat and I can see if I can, check that out for you. But doing regional and leasing, I don't know if I personally think that's a good goal because if you're regional, I guess if you're like they have some It's kind of like a OTR regional account where you go to a set amount of play. I hear of one called Lactalis. I hear of another one. They're like some OTR. There's a pizza account up here in the Midwest where it's kind of like a OTR regional kind of setup, you know. But if you're leasing, I think OTR works better for you, in my opinion, because you want to maximize how much you can make. You know what I mean? So, but hey, as always, I don't want to make this some long drawn out thing. Shoot me an email, Sean. Hey, thank you everyone who is on here with me on the night train. As I always say, stay safe. I hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. I'm by myself in here. I'm gonna make some noise. Hey, stay safe out there. Respect, Sean. Big up. Everybody. See you soon. Peace.